beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. So last episode, we got cursed, as well as met some of the cursed people, the fairy tale cursed people, if you want to put it that way. Here we are with Rod being a jerk, like always. And I actually loaded up the game, like probably a minute ago, and I didn't know that when you start up the game the opening song plays, and I was like busy getting my things situated while this game was running and the song was playing, and I was like, oh my god, the song is really beautiful. The opening for this game is actually really beautiful. I don't know if there's copyrighted intended. The past two videos that have went up got copyrighted because certain songs in this game, which I don't know why, and it's kind of difficult to record because I'm very timid about what songs are gonna go through and what songs aren't, because the two that went up, the two that are previously up, I'm not getting them monetized for it, but I want the games still up there for you guys to enjoy. So those two are not monetized. If there's ads playing on it, I don't know how it's happening because there's a copyright with the music. I tried to remove the song, but I don't remember which one it is really. So hopefully this episode there's no songs that are going to be copyrighted, because that'll be difficult. But anyway, after all that bullcrap that you guys probably don't care about, let's get straight to the game. I'd always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth. Oh wait, I should save it. Every option that they're gonna give me, like an option, I'm gonna save it at the bottom files. So this is how you truly feel. It's how I feel like I would reply. So I had to be cursed for you to open up how you truly feel. The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmy didn't want me to. I'm happier too, now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. Okay. I don't know what option, what the not replying to him would do. Hopefully, nothing. I'm gone and they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the marchand, I shouldn't have left you alone in there, I'm sorry. I knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Michiko. Obviously my girl is not going to be patient. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No, not at all. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? Ugh, I choked on air. What are you talking about now? Sorry, I had to take a drink. You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I would do anything so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at the marchand with me and the rest of my boarders. I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like. But you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The marchand doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Well, ouch, even the ice princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how Parfait operates. Sorry, I wouldn't say operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my death will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help. I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the market and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I've yet to see karma to be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? No, not really. I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other merchant boarders, Watts, Jurian, and Garland, are sitting on the settee, looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Jurian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are attending to the man now. These people, would they just help anyone they find in the streets? What if this man is dangerous? You'd think the witches got to him. It's possible. We'll have to find out we'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been able to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you I can't talk. What's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up by yourself. You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Michiko. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. Oh! Alright, is he the last guy? I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning, good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Oh, isn't he, humpback? No, that's not right. Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven, or maybe to our angels that have fallen out of it. Oh, right, I remember this guy. Now I remember him. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you ladies? Lovely ladies. You could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Alright, this is another choice, so I wouldn't throw the tray at him. Honestly, she would throw a tray at him, but I would not. I'll stay silent. Your wish is my command and my fate, my sweet princess. If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers? I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Deloria, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes the Ice Princess. What is your name, good sir? He doesn't know. I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but the man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angelique, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin's curse. Yeah, that curse. Rumpelstiltskin, is that a fairy tale? I knew it, he's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. It's cool. In a way, he shows us a notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memories of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Michiko will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She starts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all of the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin. And the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her as long as she gave him her first child. Yeah, I saw that fairy tale. I don't know a lot about fairy tales, but this fairy tale I actually learned through Hello Kitty. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, I keep wanting to call him an odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Of course not. Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a lovely voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart, so agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the march-in is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Michiko. You need to start coming up with good deeds. Alright, so now we know all the 5 options of guys we can go after, I believe so. Amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the march-in with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait sent him to work as one of the march-in servers. Anis's protests that he remain in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not while knowing that he has nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all of the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the march-in began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It is better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumpel, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumpel. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is about as useful as karma. As karma enters. I returned to speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Watts trails in after her, carrying several books in his arms. Is it her or him? Because they just used both of them in one single line. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you've survived the trip, Watts. Thank you, Anise. So this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... Alright, I remember this scene. We're all surprised when Rumbo suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful blazing color, and nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Rumpo, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumpo away for being a fool. Oh wait, do I not know that this is actually Karma? The guy? She remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you. Uh-oh. Keep? Say the word and it's done. Your filthy hands off of me. Ow! Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating. Like the one you gave me. Gave to me. My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you call me? Please calm down, Rumple. Oh, please calm down. Rumple is still recovering. What is going on? Karma is a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? Wow, I didn't notice? But your voice, your face, your breast. Ow! That's what you're focusing on. Pervert. I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been... Ow! Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. Not even that. It wasn't even 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart, like it takes only a look to fall madly and irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart will not. My heart will need time to heal. All right, bro. Peace out. The merchant attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here. Back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It is not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Angeli knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest merchant boarders. We have all been invited to the private dining room. Oh, it's Rod. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? And it's Rod. Perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I'm hungry and I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Please, Your Highness. I've made too much, as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. I wish there was slight voice acting, because I kind of wonder what his voice would sound like. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they were eccentric, necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. Really now. I sit silently in my chair. I am uncomfortable around so many people. Same. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were also always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me? You have barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said this was one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland? Garland's pretty cute too. If you could date him, I would totally go after him. I apologize. Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There's no way I am admitting that I do not even know how to complete one, because I don't know how to start that. Oh, I forgot. You're not so good on the doing good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? Please, can you please teach me how to be good? Because obviously, I don't know how to do that, and I'm pretty sure you do. Is that something you can even ask someone to do? What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons. If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is that I hear? The princess needs advice. Well then, she is in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach almost anything. I don't think so, dude. The princess is indeed lucky as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt, I'd be I'd be the better choice as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? Ooh, it sounds like sizzling. Something sizzling on a pan or something. One-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours. It's been hours? The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, princess. And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Jurian herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Marchen. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Just no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it's easier that way, and yet these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. It's this goodness I was meant to see. How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Ooh, Chapter 2, the decision. Alright, at least we finished Chapter 1. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, princess. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I cannot believe they are seriously going to make me work like a commoner. No freeloader at the Marchen, remember? And you can't pull the princess card anymore now that you're a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of me to demote you. Yeah, Delora. Stop teasing her, Delora. Michiko has had a lot thrown at her already. I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is the commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You're no longer a princess, Michiko. Life here at the Marchen is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really. No. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way, it should burn a salad. What? She could be a receptionist. Then we'd lose all of our customers. That's probably true. I'm right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills for things I have never done? Aha! I have found the perfect job for our Cinderella. Oh, whoa, what's this? A broom. Ta-da! Michiko will be in charge of sweeping the Marchen floors. What? Perfect! Even she should be able to do that. Could you, princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the broom just for you. It's your very own special broom. I feel like that is something someone would literally do for me. Like, put a bow for me. Because I love bows. I would always have a bow in some sort of way when I was younger. So, the obsessions. A princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. What? What'd you do? Suddenly the broom flies into my hands. I am pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Laura, isn't this a little too much? Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping, and it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We've got time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone. You're dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait! Did they really just leave? Hey, slow down! The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my protest, I am still forced like a puppet to sweep the floors with grudging tenacity. Ooh, sparkly! Floor's cleaned. Oh, it's actually really happy! Oh, Mr. Broom. I can barely catch my breath after that. Princess, Parfait sent me to check. Oh, lovely! It's so clean! I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed. Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the marchen is opening soon, yes? The floor isn't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the marchen. I do sympathize with you, princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What would you know about that? More than you think. What? Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Karma just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He is definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I have done today. I remember the salve Annis offered me when I first woke up in my rooms. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find, to my surprise, that it is very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades, along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse? Forced to work day in and day out. I cannot let things stay as they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. Despite having slept for hours, I'm still tired when I wake up. I glance back at my hands and remember the salve's effectiveness. Whatever Anise gave me really works. I should ask her to make me more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offer to help me are all here. Whom should I ask for help? Oh, a choice. Oh, a choice. Oh god. I would really like to... Damn. I wanted to go through the gallery and pick Karma, Rumple, or Rod. Hey, where's Waltz? Why is Waltz not on this list? Or, my beautiful knight that I forgot his name. Well, in order is Karma, Rumple, and Rod. I really wanted to go with Rod, but I do want to go in order because I'm gonna play every single guy anyway. So we're gonna go with Karma for now. I find Karma sitting quietly at the bar. I thought he was a picture of elegance when I saw him at the toy shop, but he's really just conceited. I walk over to where he is. Oh, Princess Michiko, you look stunning as always in your work clothes. He must be mocking me, but it does not matter. I'm here because I want you to teach me about goodness. Not even a compliment in return. I'm rather offended. Relax, princess. I'm just teasing you. I noticed. Now, can you answer my question? Princess, you do so wound me. This is going nowhere. Maybe I should ask someone else. Princess, wait. You made the right decision in coming to me for help, I assure you. The best people, princess, look beautiful. The way you look outside has to match what you have inside. How's that supposed to help me? Are you implying that I am not beautiful? Of course not! I only suggest that you smile more often. Smiling will not help me accomplish a good deed, and smiling has nothing to do with beauty. Oh dear, I'm afraid that's not true at all. People who are beautiful smile all the time. Like myself. He's not helping at all. Don't give me that look, darling. A real smile lifts the heart and takes stress off the mind. And? Well, in order to do good, you must first change yourself. Make yourself more beautiful on the outside and the inside. I really don't know why I came to him for advice. But what did I expect from such a flamboyant man? Well, that's where we're ending it for today. We're gonna pause it right there. Are we on his route yet? No, we're still on the common route. Damn. I don't know when we actually get to pick. Maybe this isn't a picking option. I thought this was, so that's why I was freaking out. But anyway, that's it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. I really love this game. I felt like I'm kind of glad I held back playing this game once it was released. I haven't looked up any guide or anything, so we're definitely going to try to get the good score at least. At least. We know if we're right when we have that shard right here light up beside them, so hopefully we get a lot of those. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.